But of course, I'm just going for the maximum allowance if possible. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Evink, as I indicated,
Yes, Your
at
Honor.
the time of the accepted responsibility for this, you were coming out of the liquor store parking lot and crashed into Ms. Rogalski's car. Do you acknowledge that you owe this debt?
Yes, but I did have insurance, so I don't understand why insurance
Yeah.
wasn't called.
This is a no-fault state. And so if you have insurance, you're covered by the no-fault statute. If you don't, you're subject to being sued. Now, you could have been sued by her insurance carrier. And I tell people this all the time. We get dozens and dozens of people who come in here each week driving with no insurance. And when you get in a situation like this, that you're in an accident, you could be liable for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars if you would not be liable for if you had insurance. As I indicated, I know about it because I did the sentence. I texted your or emailed your PO Dan to see how you were doing. I don't see a judgment in here. There it is. He didn't answer me. So how are you doing on your probation, Mr. Evink?
I'm doing great. Fines are almost paid off. They'll be paid off next week or this week.
I haven't heard anything, and so no news is generally good news. Ms. Rogalski, he also owes the court money for fines, supervision fees, and that sort of thing as a result of the judgment. But let's find here that he owes you $7,000 plus $75.46 in filing fees, for a total of $7,075.46. It's a lot of money. Mr. Evink, are you presently in any position to make any payments on this?
On $7,000 right now, not really, especially with paying my other court fines. But I mean, I'll do what I have to do. I thought in the state of Michigan, if you had insurance, the largest amount they could claim was $3,000.
All right, I'm losing you. Are you employed?
Yes.
Where's that?
International Paper in Three Rivers.
Oh, that's right. Are you missing work right now?
No, I just got out of work.
Ms. Rogalski, Ms. Wheat has filed what's called a discovery subpoena hearing. We're going to address that in a minute. I find that Mr. Evink owes you $7,000 as you've claimed, and he also owes court costs of $75.46. Getting the judgment is the easy part. Getting the money is the hard part. This is an order that says he owes you the money. You can use this order to garnish his wages, to seize property, and other things. He has 30 days to pay the judgment, or he's subject to further collection. Now, he's not in a position to just write you a check for $7,000. He's paying court costs, fines. He is working. Mr. Eving, you won't like a garnishment. If she puts a garnishment on your wages, you won't like it very much. But what
Nope, I've had those.
I'm going to just enter the judgment. After 30 days, Ms. Rogalski, you can ask for a discovery subpoena.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, he is more collectible than many people. He has a job. He has a job that pays a decent wage, and it is regular hours and a legitimate company. A lot of guys are working under the table, or they're working for Fred's landscaping service or someone that's hard to get a handle on it. So theoretically, you could garnish his wages. As far as he's concerned, he's got rent, car payment, car insurance that hopefully he has,
Yep.
groceries, that sort of thing. And so you can't take just all of his money, but garnishment can allow you to take quite a bit of it. So it's in his interest to agree to some sort of monthly payment. Right now, he's still paying the court. So let's see if he can pay anything within the next 30 days. If he does not, you can do a discovery subpoena. So, Mr. Evink, you're gonna get in the mail this judgment that says you owe $7,000, and you're an object lesson to people as why they should not drive around with no insurance and why they shouldn't do it while they're drunk. But you accepted responsibility, took a plea, you're complying with the terms of your probation, but this is an additional consequence. Actually did almost $10,000 worth of damage to this lady's car, not to mention all the aggravation that goes with it. She's suing you for only $7,000 because that's the maximum allowed. So there's $3,000 right off the top. But I want you to think about what you can make as a payment. It would have to be something along the lines of like $200 a month. I don't know if you're presently in a position to be able to do that. But right now I've entered the judgment. If no payment is made, Ms. Rogalski will contact the court regarding a discovery subpoena, and we'll have a hearing regarding that. And ultimately, she could issue a garnishment of your wages, which you won't like, and leave you without enough money to eat. Do you have any questions?
I just have one. So I got the paperwork and everything, and the value of the car is max $5,500. How does everything equate to more than $9,000 worth of damage?
Well, this is often an issue with vehicles that you can do $9,000 worth of damage to a $2,000 car. So that's a legitimate question. Ms. Rogalski, where is the car?
Car has unfortunately been taken in by the tow company that picked up the car. I gave them the title and everything.
All right, sorry, I didn't hear all that. Where is the car?
It has been given to the tow company. They have ownership now.
Did you get that, Mr. Evink?
Yes.
Maybe you heard it better than I did. All right, the car was forfeited to the tow company?
Unfortunately, yes, it was absolutely undrivable. And
So you never redeemed the car?
I did pick it up from the scene and I was able to extract my belongings afterwards, and it took me quite some time to be able to move forward with this process. And I gave them the title because I wanted to get out of that cost for the tow bill as well. unfortunately.
Boy, I'm having a really hard time hearing you. Where are you? It looks like you're in a hallway in a school building or something.
Sorry, I'm at my university because I actually have my final class tonight as well, so. Okay,
Where are you?
my college, Western Michigan University,
All right.
the signal might not be good.
All right, well, then it does become an issue as to the value of the car. Let's talk about what it was. Loss of my car's fair market value and related expenses. The car was a 2017 GMC Terrain, is that correct?
That was my car, sir.
All right. Your car was a 2013 Chevrolet Equinox. Is that correct? You have some bills in here. Lozada's Auto Repair, Quick Change Lube, and some other things which were prior to the car's damage.
Yes, it was just to show the work that I've put into the car.
We just went through this with the prosecutor. The fact that you put new brakes on it or a new exhaust or those sort of things a year before isn't relevant. What is relevant is what was the fair market value of the vehicle at the time of the crash. According to your paperwork, the Kelly Blue Book on the car was $2,845 to $5,508. So the car wasn't worth $7,000. The things that you did to it in 2024 aren't relevant to the value of the car. Somebody had just put 4 new tires and did a bunch of other stuff, and then it got wrecked. And yeah, you had some work done in the summer of 24. This accident was in the 2025. So the Kelly Blue Book is up to $5,000. The vehicle had $192,000 miles on it. Is that correct? That was a year ago. So the car had over 200,000 miles on it.
I unfortunately can't recall the exact mileage, but I believe it was in the 160,000 mile range and not up that high.
Well, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Did the car have over 200,000 miles on it?
Absolutely not. I know that for a fact.
Well, in the summer of 2024, it had 192,000 miles on it.
I'm not sure where that would be typed, but I'm assuming that was a typo because the maximum I know it got to was 160. And the car that I was forced to unfortunately buy after this accident has 30,000 miles less. So I know it wasn't over 200,000. Unfortunately, I don't have the odometer to prove that.
All right, I can't understand anything you're saying. Where's your microphone? On your laptop?
Yes.
Mr. Eving, could you understand anything she said?
She said she didn't have, the car she has now has 30,000 less miles on it, but the max that it had was 164,000.
It didn't have 164,000 miles on it. Had 192,000 miles on it a year before this accident, according to the Sparkle Quick Lube in Coloma.
That was a typo by that place. My enough factor again, Lozada's auto repair. It's my name. Contacted for confirmation if needed.
We might as well be speaking two different languages, because and it's saying, far away from microphone, headphones. Even your own Kelly Blue Book values the car somewhere between 20 and 55. I had an 2,000, $7,000. You're entitled to the fair of the car. That's the expert. We have just you printed off the internet. Mr. Eving, did you do any research into what you think this is worth?
What was that, Your Honor? You're breaking up.
Did you research car?
Yeah, I still can't hear you, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
All right, boy, we're having communication problems. Some of it's this room, some of it is for each of you are. I'm looking in the criminal case to see if I had any photographs of. the car.
I did submit a video on a USB file of the accident, and I do have that available to screen share if allowed.
Ms. Evink, you're gonna have to get closer to your microphone, Ms. Rogalski, because I just can't hear you. Wait a minute, I may have some pictures here. No. So, Ms. Rogalski, why do you believe he owes you $7,000?
I was equating the value of the work I had put into my car into the estimate prior to knowing it accounted for.
I can't understand anything you're saying. You're in a little echo chamber there and you're far from your mic. Everybody that's listening, both here on feed, online, can't hear you. So I can hear you, I just can't understand it because the words are garbled. I'm sure you're speaking succinctly. Why do you think he owes you $7,000?
Before coming to this hearing, I did not know that the previous work that I had done to my car could not be accounted for its value. So upon knowing that, I will take whatever I can be given by the court, and I appreciate your consideration.
It's raining. It's the rain. It's raining on this cut. No, I can't hear her because there's an echo in there, or very poor microphone pickup. Well, your car, you said it had 168. In June of 2024, it had 192,000 miles. So a year later, it's likely it had over 200,000 miles. You're shaking your head. What's your response to that?
It was a typo, unfortunately. The Sparkle Quick Lube is not my regular mechanic, and I can again call Lozato's Auto Repair if needed to confirm that the Equinox's mileage was at 100,000. The Sparkle Quick Lube I only went to one time ever, and it was a confirmed typo. And I have even statements from them, but I didn't have those submitted to the court.
No, here. None of the people hear you understand. I'm
You're
not
cutting out.
sure
Sorry.
space or if it's but all the people on the screen are so understand, but
Okay, I switched my Wi-Fi, so apologies for that, and hoping that it works. Okay, I think I should be reconnected. I'm sorry about that. I switched my Wi-Fi's in hopes that you might have better signal there. I hope you can hear me better.
You switched the Wi-Fi in the hopes that it would be a better signal.
well, I'm not sure why you could hear it and I can't.
You're cutting out on my end too, unfortunately, so maybe it's for signal as well. I'm not too sure.
All right, I don't. In that oil change report in two different places, they report the mileage at 192,258. I don't have any reason to believe that's not accurate. So we have a 2013 vehicle with over 200,000 miles on it. It's got new tires in 2023. It's got a new exhaust in 2024. I don't know what the body looked like, but I doubt you could sell one of these for $7,000. And I'm having a very difficult time understanding anything that you tell me. So what would you like me to know?
I have a video file that I did support as well on the USB, and I have it available to, you can see the accident.
Just a minute, just a
My
minute.
car.
Stop for a minute, Ms. Rogalski. Ms. Weed, could you unmute your microphone? Ms. Weed. All right, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you.
All right, and I hear you very clearly.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure it wasn't at this end. Where are you located right now, Ms. Weed?
I'm in Pivotal, in office.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right, and you can hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Ms. Gonzalez, would you unmute your microphone? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
And I hear you very clear. Judy, would you unmute yours?
I don't know how.
All right, and can you hear me?
Yes.
Excuse me. All right, so the problem is with Ms. Rogalski's setup. It's not the court's way. So it's just the way we're configured here. All right, I'm still trying to establish why, although it's ineffective. Every time I ask you something, you give me an eloquent answer, but I can't understand it. So it has to do with the placement of your microphone and the space that you're in. So let's try again. I do believe that that mileage is accurate, 192,000 miles in June of 2024. You're the plaintiff, you have the burden of proof, and the evidence that you provided says it has 192,000 miles. So the fact that you say that's a mistake, somebody wrote it down wrong, the written document would be more compelling evidence. So we know you had some service done to it at the time. Previously, we're trying to determine how to put a value on it. So, again, if you can tell me why you think it was worth $7,000.
The typo is accurate. I would never buy a car over 160,000 miles, and that is what it was over when it was crashed, unfortunately. And I believe it is worth that much just because of the time, the effort, and the amount of work I put into it. If I can't get the whole amount, I would even be grateful for at least the minimum or the private party value of 4,000. Something is better than nothing, of course, and I would just like to be able to bounce back from the damages that have really set me back financially. Your time.
Basically, the time and effort and work that she put into it, she can't get the full value, she wants like the mid-range of the inclusive value, $4,000.
All right, we're just sort of guessing here. But it makes a big difference to Mr. Eving. Throw some spaghetti at the wall and see if it'll stick. And I was a little hasty because of the lack of controversy over who's at fault. I lost focus on the value issue, and Mr. Eving praised it. The car does have a lot of miles. It does have a new exhaust, a year old, and it does have some tires that were 2 years old. I'm gonna grant $4,000 rather than $7,000. Which is $4,075.46. He chose not to have insurance. She chose not to have full coverage insurance. And on a car this age with this many miles, I probably wouldn't have had full coverage insurance on it either.
Your Honor, I did have full coverage insurance. I was financed on my car. I had
Say
to have
that
full
again?
coverage insurance. I had full coverage. I was financing my car. I had like 6 months left to pay it off. So I still had full coverage on my vehicle.
All right, well, good for you. She did not, and so she wasn't covered, and so she's gone to the small claims court to recover because you didn't have any insurance on the day of this crash. So my advice is the same. I'm gonna issue the order. If you don't pay anything in 30 days, I lost Ms. Rogalski. Then she can do a discovery subpoena. And we'll set up a payment plan. And you can plan on it being at least $200 a month, Mr. Ewing. But I found the car is worth at least $4,000. And that's my finding. All right, she left me. I don't know if she left in anger or maybe she just got disconnected.
Pick me
All right, I
up.
lost you there for a minute. Anyway, my advice is the same. If he doesn't make any payment within 30 days, you ask for a discovery hearing. Mr. Evink, I'm gonna let you go. And I'm gonna have you stay with me, Ms. Mogalski, so you can watch the next